Okay, well here's our little friend here. He's reminding you this is the last little bit that we have to run through. Remember, we were talking about being late to class, right? So, if I am late to class, what are you going to do about it, right? Unless you take advantage of that time and talk with your problem, it's a big problem if you don't take advantage of that 3 to 5 minutes that I might be late to class. Talk with your partner. Every student in the room is your partner. But I want to be a private person. I want to protect my privacy. You can't make me do this. Yeah, you're right, I can't. I don't want any jerk to know or to have my email address or my cell phone number. But my feeling is that we're getting more and more interconnected, and you have to have a strategy for being connected while protecting your privacy. So the easiest way is to get a Yahoo account that you can throw away after class. You will get more out of this class if you put more into it. We will meet for 15 hours, but the fact is you need 120 hours to raise your SAT scores. Did it get your attention yet? Do I have your attention? Huh? I'm very serious about needing 180 hours for a language, and this is a different language. You're having to learn about 4,000 words. Why not give 4 hours a day for the next 30 days? Means giving up TV. Just improve your English and writing and math understanding, okay? In the class, you will wear a name tag, or you won't. That'll be your choice. You will work with a different buddy each session, or you'll work with the same person, or you'll work alone. That's your choice. Performance of your understanding. This is a concept that comes from Howard Gardner. He says, how do you really know? How can you really be tested unless you perform what you understand? This is not required, but if you want to do a POU, performance of your understanding, raise your hand. I'll put your understanding to the test as you explain how you came to the answer. Or you can just show another student. You don't have to go up to the board if you don't want to. What's the structure of the class? Well, you might say, what structure? I'm going to have at least part of every class where I act out some of the words, like gregarious. We had a little fun with that. The main thing here is motivation. If I can spend 3 hours motivating you to put 100 hours in, that means that there's a whole total of 100 hours of study. But if we only study in the class, and that's the only time that you study this, you're only going to get 15 hours of study, and that's not enough. So I need to Mactivate you. I have to, this is Mactivation. Get it? Mr. Mac will activate you. You will begin by copying me in using words in crazy ways, because crazy is a good way to connect, to make people think, oh yeah, got to learn this. Then the problem of the day is put on the board. So that's about 10 minutes have passed now. And I will put up 1 or 5 problems an hour. And you will try to solve them. And I get these problems from students who say, hey, can you do number 14 on page 278? And so I'll put up page 278, number 14, and we'll see if anybody in the class knows how to do it. We work in pairs of small groups. We just repeat that for 170 minutes, all right? There are no breaks, which means you can leave at any time. If you talk, you will whisper, if you're talking to your neighbor. You can form small groups. You can just be totally independent of what I'm doing. That's fine, because you're learning from each other. You can either perform your understanding of a problem, and then I'll check it, or your understanding, or you can follow along with a person who is talking. Anyone who's talking with friends can do it outside. If you choose to use your money or your mother's money with making this a social club, fine, but do it outside. Your homework is the same every day. What's the homework? You read every problem in the thick book. Simple. You might just be scanning it. you also look for the words on free vocabulary, you know, this kind of list of words. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your pen, you're going to start marking it. Say, reactionary, that's somebody who does a reaction. They react. And readily, oh, I know readily. Readjust, boy, I know a lot of these. Ready, realism. I think realism is kind of like this idea that there's like this magic realism. It's something that's created in literature. Anyway, the principle and practice of depicting persons as they are believed to really exist. Okay, maybe I didn't explain that too well, okay? And then there's rebellious. Ooh, rebellious. Rebuff. Ooh, that's, he's buff again, right? No. Rebuff means to push off. Don't need to see him anymore, that kind of thing. So that's freevocabulary.com, freevocabulary.com. Remember, you've got to check off the words. You know, put the question marks on the questions. I don't understand that. That's the kind of thing you need to do. You put a question mark down. You visit number2.com. You'll get registered, and then email to me. My email address is talkinternational@yahoo.com. Remember, the main thing we're doing here is wishing each other good luck. And I hope you have been activated and you will start working now. Thank you very much. And my little puppy says goodbye.